These are the green PHILTRE playing cards. As you've probably seen from the intro, these are the PHILTRE V3 playing cards produced by Riffle Shuffle, designed by artist Nick Vlau for a South Korean-based magician PH. PH? Pho? How do you pronounce his name? Now from the description I read, I'm just going to read it off to you because I'm not great at memorizing things. This deck is named after a love potion in ancient Greek, and the PHILTRE playing cards are designed to create a level of affection that is enhanced the longer you use them. So I've been using these cards for about 2 weeks, I should say. And yeah, from this second I got them till now, I think I do love them a little bit more. These cards are manufactured by the USPCC with B Casino quality crushed stock and an air cushion finish. And as I said when introducing these cards, these are V3. That means there was also a V1 and V2. V1 was a nice white gold color, which I think looked phenomenal. I think that may be my favorite. And the V2 was a scarlet red color. So this is the third version in green. At first glance, you can really tell this is a clean and simple design. The tuck case itself is a dark green color with a bit of gold along the sides of the case. And there's really not much else on this entire tuck case aside from the logo of the PHILTRE playing cards. And on the bottom, as I mentioned, you could see all the card details that we talked about earlier. Now opening up the tuck case and taking the cards out, you can really see the elegant back design that sets apart these cards from your regular ordinary deck. Now taking a look at the faces of these cards, we can immediately see that this deck comes with 2 identical jokers, and from what I can see, there isn't really a reveal on any of these jokers, so I feel like that is a bit of a missed opportunity. But again, it's really nice just to have 2 identical jokers for multiple tricks. Now this deck actually also comes with a Gaff card that we can actually take a look at here. So you can see it's the 3 of hearts, and on the back side you can actually see half of the back is a miniaturized 3 of hearts along with the miniaturized version of the back design of the deck. Of course, a review isn't a review until we look at the ace of spades. So from here we can see it has that green PHILTRE designs, which again really highlights the whole theme of this deck. Now the cards themselves come in regular new deck order, nothing really wild on that end. And the pips and indices of these cards aren't widely different than what you're used to seeing with a regular bicycle deck. Just doing a side-by-side comparison, the indices do look a little more sleek and the pips are just slightly different. The face cards of this deck are actually designed how we're used to seeing them, that regular Jack, Queen, and King. The only difference is the color of their clothing, which is green, again matching the theme of this entire deck. As far as handling of this deck goes, these are really great for magicians and cardists. Would there be other decks that I prefer for card magic and cardistry? Absolutely. But these handle quite well for both. Now one of my favorite parts of holding a new deck are the secrets that it could potentially hold. And what I love about this deck is that it is fully marked. Now before I go ahead and learn the marking system of a deck, I always see if I could find it myself, because if I could find it, chances are that means some spectators will be smart enough to find it as well. After spending about 5 to 10 minutes trying to figure out the marking system for this deck, which is the amount of time a regular spectator would probably spend, I can gladly say that I was not able to easily figure it out. This marking system is done really well. It's difficult to detect and it's fairly intuitive. So usually when you're looking at the cards for any marking for any deck, it's usually on the top left hand corner and the bottom right hand corner. The marking system on here is actually along all the corners on the long sides, which is absolutely fantastic. Now I'm not going to talk about the entire marking system in this video, but the extra card that this deck comes with actually tells you where to go to find out that secret. So go and visit that link and all the secrets will be revealed. Now just a couple of final thoughts as I wrap up this review. As some of you know, I love simple designs on decks, and even though this deck has some intricate design aspects, I feel like it's done very well as to not overwhelm someone like me with its design. Now I'm going to be straight up, I'm not a huge fan of the color green. I love the design of the deck and everything, but if I was able to get my hands on the first version of this deck with the white and gold color, I would love that so much more. Of course, I don't want to shell out too much money for it, so here we are now. Eventually, I'll come up with my own ranking system for cards when I've done at least 100 reviews, and I'm pretty much professional at it. But for now, all I can say, this deck is definitely a great purchase. Now, I don't want to rush you or anything, but these are limited to 2,500 decks, so I'm not really sure how many are available, but I'll put a link for them in the description and hopefully you can get your hands on them. So until next time, peace out.